Gemini, welcome Gemini. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle this evening, where we'll be taking a look at the predictions in April for the sign of Gemini. This month we'll be taking a look at what the energies are that'll be coming in for you, how you can prepare for it. And so, as I always say, this is a general read, and so it could resonate with everybody. It may not, right? It could resonate for just one person. It could actually resonate with everybody, but we're going to see what comes out and we're going to go with it. Okay. We're going to trust what's coming out and read the energy. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can definitely email me. If you want to stop by and just say, hey, you can do that. I'll talk back. Or you can also go down to my description box and hit my calendar, and you can schedule that way as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Gemini, for stopping by. It is always a pleasure to read for my alter ego. And so let's take a look and see the energies coming in for Gemini. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you hit the bell. So you'll be notified in case I go live in the future, Gemini. Okay, let's see. What's coming out for you? For Gemini. All right. The month of April. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to prepare for? Okay. All right. So fear comes out. Resistance comes out. And bond comes out. Immediately, I'm getting soulmate energy. This feels like someone feels a little fearful of possible rejection. Someone feels fearful of rejection, that there's going to be some resistance in moving towards someone in April. And if someone does end up actually taking a step and conquering their fear, there will be resistance. But the reward to that resistance is actually going to possibly be like a soulmate connection. When we look at the fear card, this is talking about doing something that possibly many people want to do, but there's something about you having an opportunity to do it. And if you're able to do it, it may place you in a position of, privilege in some type of way. But there's getting over the fear of this that comes up in April for you, and conquering the fear and just doing it. There may be something that you've been wanting to do that you feel like there's going to be some, opposition here. So resistance did come out, right? And so there is resistance with this. You can feel it. You can feel it. You probably have already experienced it as well. However, there is the need to overcome the fear of rejection with this. I feel like that's coming out strongly here because there's some kind of connection that comes in here. There's a bond, and I feel like it has to do with love. I feel like it has to do with someone that you may be connected to, and there's a sharing of heart energy here. Now, if this is not you, fearful of rejection, this could be someone else coming towards you that fear rejection. Okay. I do feel that coming out strongly for you, Gemini. And it doesn't mean that it has to be love. It absolutely could be. It could be any other kind of connection. Someone wants to approach you, but they are in fear of rejection, or you have in your mind that you want to approach someone else, but you fear the rejection of it. Let's see. And I feel like with resistance, spirit is letting you know, yeah, there is going to be, some obstacles and some opposition, but it's not impossible. That doesn't mean that this is impossible. It just means that it's difficult. Of course, right? Everybody knows that because again, if this feels like this is something that many want to do and many possibly dream about or think about doing it, but no one really has had the nerve to do this, whatever this is. Yeah. Let's get more energy about this. For Gemini, the month of April. Okay. And so immediately what I'm getting is I have the Five of Cups. So it does feel like love. It feels like there is a little bit of sadness all around you. And it may not be coming from you because we also have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So there's two different energies here coming through. And these could be energies that you've moved away from, right? And there's the energy of wallowing, right? These people could very much still be in your energy and still like wanting to approach you. You can feel their energy, even if they're not in your immediate presence. There's something about feeling their energy in your environment. They're very much still attached to you emotionally, spiritually, even physically. There's some cords I feel like are still attached that's causing the weight of the energy in April. It feels really heavy. Now, I don't necessarily get competition, but I do get more than one energy in your energy this month. King of Swords and the King of Cups. One could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The other one could actually be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There's two people that are very much in your energy this month. And it feels heavy. There's a bit of reluctance to either have to move away from you or you having to move away from them. There was a moving away, right? But you still feel the energy, right? So let's see for Gemini. And these could very well be energies that you are resisting. That you had some type of bond with in the past, right? This is love. I don't care what you say. This is love because that's what's on your mind, right? This is the bond that we're feeling, right? There is some connection that you made. And yes, it's more than one. Both of these energies are very much still a part of your energy. They're still all up in your energy. And as a matter of fact, you're still all up in their energy too, because the Two of Cups came out, which talks about a connection, an energetic connection, a soul connection. Okay. There may have been some soul bonding with these energies that is very much still a part of your being. And so, but there's some concern here with the Knight of Swords. I don't think that you have all positive energy when you're thinking about these connections. There's some concern. You may even be, having some anxiety around this for some reason. I don't know if this is the worrying that they won't come back, worrying that they will. I don't know, but there's some worry around these connections. I almost feel like you are in Ice Queen energy. You're not putting up with a lot. You may, in fact, have your guards up real strong, and you may not be tolerating a lot. You may, be just in real stifled energy, right? Have people walking on eggshells at the first wrong move, off with the head, right? That's the energy the Queen of Swords is sitting in right now. You may be very just real cold and just not really wanting to connect with your heart space for whatever reason. That you feel like you need to protect yourself, and you do that by turning off your emotions and just putting up a wall and not being vulnerable. Okay, that's what you're thinking about. Okay, this is what we need to do to stay safe, to stay as far away as possible, because you're not wanting to deal with it. There's something about it that you possibly don't want to deal with. It possibly comes with, sleepless nights and just stuff that you don't want to deal with right now. And so you have placed, some kind of distance between your heart and your mind, okay, when it comes to connections and love. Now, to flip this could be you, Gemini, and you could have someone on your mind, but you could have someone else in the picture too, that actually is pursuing this person that you have your mind on. And whoever you have your mind on could kind of have you blocked, right? They have a wall up. There's no communication here. And there's a bit of worry about it, right? Because I feel like there is some drawing to it, but there's the fear of getting over rejection, okay? Let's see. The Gemini. Yeah. And so we have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Justice. There's something about wanting something that you are challenged with, something that you possibly can't, kind of get your hands on. Like the Ace of Cups talks about some type of new beginning, a fresh start. Like there's something here, whether that's someone wanting a fresh start with you or you wanting a fresh start, it's not attainable right now. There's a challenge with that for some reason. And I feel like there is that wall that's blocking, because the Four of Swords comes up, which says that you're not answering your phone. You're not taking, unexpected drop-bys. You're not taking third, party messages. You're just not feeling any of it. You're totally tapped out when it comes to love, or this is the person that you're dealing with. There is no way to get your message across because they're not responding, right? You want another chance, they want another chance, but somebody's not feeling it, okay? And it has something to do with possibly something that has happened. This may, in fact, be someone's karma with justice, because justice talks about possibly being treated unfairly when it comes to a connection or a relationship and things being leveled out. And this may be, the universe's way of leveling things out. right? This person being off limits. But if this is you that was treated unfairly, this is the universe blocking this person, right? And I feel like this cup, this Ace of Cups, this new love is not for this person. Like this could be reserved for someone else or for another time. There's something about it that it's just not happening right now, right? There's some block to that or some challenge preventing that from happening. And it has something to do with the justice, which means that there was something that took place that needs to be made right. And it will be made right, okay, for whoever was done wrong. The justice could also represent for those who are in a more deeper level commitment, right? I do have two kings that came out here. I'm going to just really be honest, y'all. This could be two men, right, in a connection that fell apart at some point and now it's irreconcilable. That's the possibility too. But there is something about this ending badly. It ended badly. And someone could have possibly been mistreated very badly. And this could have ended in some type of legal settlement or dispute, right? That's the challenge too. There could be some legal, dispute happening right now. And so, however that plays out, it's not happening right now for whatever reason, okay? This could also have to do with a third party, right? The Queen of Swords did come in here. This could have something to do with a third party in this situation if it is dealing with same-sex relationship, right? There was a third party that may have intervened in this connection in some type of way. That may be also who is part of the problem or part of the challenge of this equation, because the Queen of Swords shows up clearly on someone's mind right now. So let's see. But this reunion is not happening right now. April possibly is a month where there is some dealings and making some things right and possibly doing the hard thing, even though you know you're going to be severely rejected and you're going to experience a lot of resistance. It's doing what you know is right. It's doing what you know needs to be done, whether it turns out the way that you desire it to or not, right? This could be someone else needing to come to this realization about you, Gemini, or it could be you needing to face this type of reality about someone else. But it's definitely about love. Let's see what else comes out for Gemini. Yeah. And so we have the Empress showing up. Okay. The Nine of Wands. The World. And the Two of Swords. And so what comes in April is this realization that someone has been waiting, for something to be made right, for someone to take accountability with the Empress and the Nine of Wands, right? Someone's been waiting for something to be, um, you know, justified or reconciled. Not that it's going to turn into this big makeup session, but somebody wants, you know, someone to come forward and like really admit to the damage that they've done. The Nine of Wands says that there is someone that was wounded and they've possibly been waiting in that energy for it to be made right. The Empress is in waiting energy, right? It says that they're not going to run after nobody to make it right. Like someone needs to come in and make this right. So someone's been waiting for the other to come in and make it right. That's the difficult thing. There's some fear around this, lots of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of possibly being made a fool, fear of being, you know, pushed away. But at the same time, I feel like there's this drawing, this heavy pull on heart energy here. And so there's a lot of like denying oneself because there is a lot of energy, a heart pull for this. And so to say no to that takes a lot of effort. And so the world and the Two of Swords comes out. And this is realizing, I feel like this is the realization and coming to grips with the fact that, yeah, it's done, you know. The person, one of the people possibly has made the decision to really just move on and not worry about it. However, this is still really fresh on somebody's mind, obviously, because it's coming out in the reading. It's real fresh. But someone has girded up their loins and moved on. This was like a lesson for somebody, a level up. This was like some type of spiritual, possibly graduation or a spiritual, what do they call that when you are not ascended, but it's this possible was a level up in the spirit for someone. And so this served its purpose for someone. And I feel like there may be the realization of that in some type of way in April. And if that has not come to pass, there may be the need to accept that truth, you know. And so let's see. We're going to go ahead and end it. We're at 25 for Gemini. And so the month of April is going to be hot and heavy. I feel like it's going to be dealing with some uncomfortable energy for someone. There may be some need to realize some things. There may be some need to really just come forward and do the right thing, you know, do the hard thing. When it's all said and done, Gemini, you end up in the Six of Wands energy with clarity on how you need to move forward. And then the Ace of Swords is actually in reverse. So the Six of Wands is, you know, really allowing yourself a moment to not celebrate yourself, but it's allowing yourself a moment to acknowledge like your worth and the successes that you've had in spite of trials, right? You still come out on top with the Six of Wands. And then the Knight of Swords is just this resiliency. No matter what has happened, like you're still going to move forward from this. And you're still going to be successful. You're still going to have relationships. If it's not this one, you're still going to have offers come towards you. Now, this Ace of Swords that came in reverse, this could be around not being able to focus, right? And so this month, even though you get the victory over this, through this, whatever this is for you, you get the victory here and you will move forward. However, there's some part of your focus that will still, remain here. It's almost like there's a part of you that remains with this connection, possibly. I don't know if that's by choice or what, but there's some loss of focus here, which means that you're still very much connected to this in some type of way. Maybe it's going to take a while to disconnect fully. Okay. But you're definitely moving forward. You definitely, will be valued and people will continue to approach you and want to date you. And, you'll be on your high horse, but there's something about this connection. And it feels like it leaves like a stain on your heart for some reason. Yeah. And so that's what I have for you. April may end up being a month of, divine lessons. A month of divine lessons. So let's see what other advice Spirit has for you in the outcome. Any advice for Gemini here? Any advice for Gemini? Okay, cards just falling all over the place here. All right, so we have embrace your magnificence. There's something about your unique self that Spirit wants you to accept and just embrace. Don't make excuses for it. Don't try to prop it up and paint over it. Just let it be. Embrace it. There's something about your unique self that stands out and that allows you to stand apart from everyone else. There's like a unique type of attraction or beauty that you have. And Spirit wants you to understand that that's something that you should embrace. There's nobody else that can say that they have that. There's no one else that has it, right? You know what it is, okay? Spirit is also wanting you to rest deeply. For someone, you could be a cat lover. You could have a tabby cat. 44 is coming out. Not only rest, but this is a time of healing, deep healing. 44 is about the divine healer. Spirit wants you to heal. Spirit wants to see you healed, from past connections and things that scarred us, right? There's some level of deep healing that Spirit is calling you to in this situation. Even as I read through to the end, even at the end of all of this, emotional and energetic movement, like there's still going to be a part that still needs to be worked through because you end in the Ace of Swords in reverse, which says that your mind, there's a part of your mind that's still attached to this situation. Yeah. That may in fact affect your level of concentration, right? And so this is very much still a part of you. There's a need to heal from it. No matter how it turns out. If you end up back in the connection, I don't know if that is what I felt here. Not really, at least not right now. But whatever situation ends here, there's the need to heal, right? For nobody else, for you, Gemini. And then protect your boundaries, right? That Queen of Swords energy. Yes, protect your boundaries. There's a need to set limits for yourself, set rules for others, and don't let them cross those boundaries. I almost feel like there could be some that have, unique situations here, but there's still a need, even more so with those unique situations, where you need to set clear cut boundaries and, limitations, things that you absolutely will not do, blame it on the moon, right? And so part of that is you understanding your worth and your uniqueness and the fact that there is not another you, right? You could search the world over and we would never find another you. It just ain't gonna happen. And so there's something that you have that no one else has. The Spirit is saying, bet on that. Okay. There's something here about embracing your magnificence and resting deeply, heal, and protecting your boundaries. This is all about you in this moment, Gemini. Doing what's good for you. Yeah. Doing what's good for you. And so I don't know which side of this fence you were on. At one point, I felt like you were the one that needed to come forward and do something to make something right. But then on the other hand, I also felt like there could be someone that needs to come and make things right with you. I felt that more so on the back end of the reading. But you know more than I do where you fit energetically in this reading. And so this was for you. It doesn't matter on which side you're on, Spirit is still concerned about you healing and moving forward wholly. Okay. And so this is for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are looking for a personal read, please email me, let me know. Or you could just stop by and say, hey, I'll talk back. You can go down to my description and hit my calendar schedule there as well. Okay. It has been a pleasure reading for you as always, right? My alter egos, Geminis. I am surrounded by Geminis. And so y'all know how I feel about you. And so until next time, my Gemini friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you again soon. Bye.